Morning, people. Do. Come in here, have a seat, like this video, share it, buckle up. It's been a discussion that's been on my mind over the weekend, so we might as well go ahead and kick it off this morning. Probably gonna be in the office later on today. We're gonna start rearranging some things. Good morning. Damn, this probably was a bad idea. My knee fucking with me already. Sorry. Can't never get enough exercise. What up, CJ, what up? Magic City Dawn. Magic City Design. What up? Need y'all to share this joint to y'all social media platforms of choice, mainly Twitter and Facebook. 3 sets of everything, or should I go 4? 4 sets is good money. If you want to see gains, if you want to see results, you got to push yourself. So I definitely would go above and beyond 3 sets, but I got this 20 repetition method from one of the bodybuilders on YouTube. I can't remember his name. Might have been a guy named Mike Rashid. But I do 20 reps now. Whatever I'm doing 20 reps. I'm at work. I needed this early morning dribble. Progressive overload must be cold. I mean, shit, it's the fall. It's about to be November, like next week. So I'm just bundled up. I just dropped my truck off to get some new tires put on it, and I didn't feel like, getting in no Uber or calling nobody to come get me or nothing like that. So I got to stepping. I study fitness. When you sit down too much, a destructive chemical forms in your body called cortisol, and you should do some stepping. You should walk every day, especially if you want testosterone to build in your body. All of that's sparked in your legs and shit. He said it looks snowy as hell. Nah, it's just early in the morning, man. Well, shit, it's 9:30. Walking does a lot. The NBA starts tonight. Can't wait. I can't wait. There's a sign in the window right here. It says now hiring. This is a, what's that? An automotive paint supply store. Probably got to know how to paint cars or something. Chicago, what up? Good morning. I've been watching relationship videos all weekend. All weekend. And social media has people, mainly women, got their minds rewired. And right about now, they going haywire. They say men is no longer shooting a shot. There's a lot of women complaining about being alone. You know, when a woman get to saying bizarre shit like, I don't need no man, that's almost a form of self-confinement. She's placing herself in an institution, a mental institution. It's been proven from incarceration that lack of communication, lack of interaction with other people, you can lose your mind. So when you hear a woman saying some shit like that, she's headed for, I don't know, mental collapse. He said, factory. Women these days have too much high expectations. Social media rewires shit, man. Like, whenever you open up your phone, every day. I would just, take a note of this because I was listening to this video discussion. Every day when you open your phone, a woman is on her phone with full makeup. She on a Monday. Monday, you very rarely see women in front of these computers without being made up. I'm talking about all of the eyeliner, eyelashes, maybe foundation, some old extravagant shit going on with their hair. And they always doing that. Them chicks that be doing this shit in their videos, playing with their hair and shit like that. That shit is rampant. Them is the worst women, by the way. Stay away from them bitches. Them bitches that be doing them videos doing like this. That's almost wasted energy fucking with one of them. For real. You said trying to get attention? Yeah, they be wanting attention from any and everybody. And they get it. They get it. It be niggas in they inbox. They brag about it. So much so you hear them say shit like, stop getting in my inbox. They start acting like they complaining about it, but really what they really doing is displaying their insecurity and shit. If you are attractive, you should expect a man to be in your inbox. You should expect a man to, to approach you and shit like that. But they be saying, don't talk to me, don't approach me, shit like that. And after a while, men have said, you know what? I'm not gonna approach you. I'm not gonna approach you. The name of this video is Men Are No Longer Shooting Their Shots. I believe that's a safe zone for most men. Rejection ain't received well by nobody, but nobody gets rejected more than a man. And men probably just had enough. Me personally, I ain't shooting no pitch. I'm not. Very, very rarely. Very, very fucking rarely. The results ain't good. Straight up. They be having on all the bells and whistles plus synthetics. I learned at 18 from older cats to ignore the bad broads and they'll approach you. That's pretty much the method. That's a proven method. That's proven to work. A bad bitch can't stand to be ignored. They can't stand to be ignored. This is proven. It is. They just have to have attention, and if they're not getting it, they be like, damn, what's up with him? Why he not in my face? Why he not in my inbox? Why has he giving me no attention? Drives me crazy. You ever went through something with a girl with moms and then find out she don't like you because she wants you for herself? I don't know. That sounds complex right there. Money always attracts women. We don't need to chase. I'm glad you made that point. Men are no longer shooting a shot. It's because I believe most men have came to the understanding that if I get my money right, if I'm looking good, if I'm accomplished, if I'm in the gym, if I'm glowing, I will attract. There's no reason. It kind of like cut out all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you having to run up on somebody and shoot a pitch, if you start focusing on self-maintenance, you'll attract. It might not be the one that you want, but you're gonna attract. You're gonna have your pick. In that pick, in that collection, you'll find something that's compatible for you. A lot of the younger generation don't know how to start a conversation. It's probably because of social media and shit. I believe most of this generation's way of expressing interest is to start liking a bunch of pictures or some shit or commenting on pictures and posts and shit like that. That ain't no good either. The results from that ain't good. It's not. He said, you right, it works every time. I was having this discussion with, with a friend of mine yesterday. And we was talking about surviving the game. We was talking about surviving the game and how when you survive in the game of life, your book value continues to escalate. When you a male, think about this. A lot of niggas get locked up, take themselves out the game. A lot of niggas get on drugs and alcohol, take themselves out the game. A lot of niggas get killed, take themselves out the game. So the competitive field, it's waning, especially if you're a survivor. If you stay in the game, your book value continues to soar and shit like that. It does. While you out here surviving the game, it helps to have some paper and it helps to be looking good, man. I can't push that narrative enough. I was telling my man, during our conversation, how I came to be who I am today, how I came to be Gully TV, how I came to be Gully TV, how I established excellence, my motivation, the motivating factors and shit like that. It was by taking losses. And the biggest losses, in my opinion, the big losses or the losses that affected me most in life was situations with girls. I started lifting weights because of a female. Started lifting weights at like 18, 19. I was locked up. You know what happens when you get locked up? They leave. So there's no other direction to go in. You're incarcerated. You got to start working on yourself. Because I got to get my lick back. I got to get this bitch back. And when I say get her back, it's either get her back or get her ass back. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started my fitness journey. That's how it became important to me to be looking good, because it's a competition. A woman to choose a guy over you who she feel is greater. She feel looks greater. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to compete, one of the first triggers that you should pull should be your appearance. Straight up. And that's how my fitness journey started. As far as my accomplishments, when I first started Gully TV, the first week that I got a computer, this is during when computers was dial-up, the internet was dial-up. They used to send you the cards in the mail, and you could call this number or some shit, or program this card that you got in the mail into your computer, and you might get like 3 hours of free internet service or something like that. I was sitting at this girl that I was living with, whose rent I was paying, who had nothing. The apartment that we in, I should have went and got an apartment for my motherfucking self, but I got her one and moved in with her. Right? She had nothing. Everything in that motherfucker I put in it, cause I'm in the streets getting money. Everything in that motherfucker I put in it. I'm sitting at her table, name not on the lease, and I'm writing into a tablet, and I'm booting up this computer, and I'm about to get off into this, this Gully TV shit. I don't even think I had a DVD at the time. I just had some tapes that I had recorded. I'm about to start this Gully TV shit. So I told her about it. And she told me verbatim, man, I don't want to hear about no fucking DVD. I'm worried about my rent. That's what she said to me. That's what she said to me. She didn't say it nice. She said it dismissively, spoke to me like I was a nothing. And I just put her in this apartment. It was me out on the block getting money that put her in this apartment. And I can't remember the exchange because I was trying my best not to slap this bitch teeth out her mouth. Whatever the case, when I woke, I ended up going to sleep. When I woke up, she took a piece of the computer. Maybe it was the router or some shit. She took it to work with her. You ain't even gonna be up in here on a computer. Not long after that, I was done with her, right? And I started my journey to become who I am today. It was my vision. She couldn't see it and didn't care to see it. Started my mission to become who I am today. I believe I just spoke about this broad on this platform a few months ago. I said I seen her fat ass in the grocery store. This bitch is bad too. She was a gat. She went about her way, had a couple more kids by another nigga. He don't fuck with her no more. You know what I'm saying? He went off and I think he a barber, got a barber shop. He doing well. I know him and shit. Knew him before I even started fucking with her. But anyway, I was in the grocery store and out my peripheral, I was like about to turn into an aisle and I seen somebody, it was a chick and a little girl. And they were like walking towards me, but I wasn't paying any attention, but I seen a sudden move like this. And I was like, yo, who the fuck was that? She turned into an aisle. She seen me before I seen her. She turned into an aisle. And I said, I said, I want to see who the fuck that is. Whoever that is, they was not trying to see me. So what I did was I turned around and went back around the aisle so we'll run into each other. And lo and behold, it was her. It was her. And I said, damn, I see why your big church built ass was trying to dodge me. You remember how you spoke to me. Same way I remember how you spoke to me. And the difference is, all these years, because I hadn't really seen her face to face since around 06 or some shit like that. Never seen her face to face. You know why? She wasn't trying to see me. You know what I'm saying? But she's hearing about this Gully TV shit. You know what I'm saying? She's hearing about it. You know, you can't escape it. If you go anywhere in life and you tell somebody you from Erie, Pennsylvania, they're gonna say, you know Gully TV, you know Jamil. People tell me that all the time in their travels. Man, I was in North Carolina and I was in a barbershop and these niggas was watching your shit. Or I was working with this guy. I'm in Florida, I was working with this guy. And he asked me, did I know you and shit? And, you know, chicks be telling people, guys be telling people, yeah, I know him. I know his whole family and shit. I know him. Hell yeah, I know him. I can call him. Some of them be in touch with me. I can call him right now. People have called me and put me on FaceTime with, fans that I have from around the world. And they like, damn, you really know him and shit. But she had been hearing about me. There's no way around it. And I continued to escalate. I'm in magazines. People have written and quoted me in books about Biggie Smalls because of the Tupac and Haitian Jack shit. My name has been written in books. I done been on all kind of magazines. And last year I was just in my first movie. That movie that I was in with Luke Steffen, that movie did so well. Not because of the star-studded cast. That was all of the people who have violated me in my past tuning in to see was it true, because they heard about it. I gotta see this shit for myself. That's how it happened. Getting back to surviving the game, I could have ended up fat just like that bitch. I could have ended up fat just like that bitch. I could have ended up missing teeth. I could have ended up, in a bad place. But self-maintenance, self-love, self-care sustained me. So I was able to encounter and confront the ops. That bitch was the ops. I just seen a chick who betrayed me in Walmart yesterday. I told her, nice t-shirt, she had my clothes on, but she moved on. I still got stalkers that are married. What was the name of the movie you was in? Cream, with Crystal the doll. It's on Tubi. The universe did that to her on purpose, gave her big ass perspective. She's never gonna forget that grocery store. Nah. And the icing on the cake was this. I get dressed to go to Walmart. I do. You'll never catch me in Walmart without a pair of fly kicks on. It was summertime, so I had on the white t-shirt with the beater underneath. I'm up in that motherfucker, husky as a motherfucker, looking like a pro athlete. I know she took all of that in, like, God damn, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. This nigga's gorgeous. Look at his body. He always had one of them, but he in his late 40s, this motherfucker still look good. Make sure that you able to do that too. What's up? Make sure you're able to show up your best on the day that you have your encounter. Every girl I wanted back in 07, I no longer want. They can't touch me now. Oh, no, a chick from 07, they fell off a long time ago. Two babies that take most chicks out of the game. Sometimes a baby will take a chick out of the game. When they get to the point, chicks got to take care of them, take care of their kids and shit, take care of their household. When they get to the point when they punching a clock every day, a lot of them punch a clock in the morning. If you don't go to especially for women, me, I'm disciplined. I can go to the gym any time of the day because it's a part of my life. But a woman, it's probably best for her to go to the gym in the morning before she go to work. If a chick get up in the morning and go to work, sitting on her ass all day, she's gonna eat lunch, and then she's gonna sit on her ass some more probably. It might be drinking coffee a little bit in between or some shit like that. And then when she get off work, she gotta go home and, see about the kids, probably cook and shit like that. She's not gonna make it to the gym 9 times out of 10. And before long, she gonna be a big back church woman looking bitch. She is. And that's when you get your look back. But you gotta stay in shape. You gotta stay in the game. Getting back to my point about guys no longer shooting their pitches, I have to say this. And I was watching Gravy do an interview last night, and he said this. And I don't want it to sound like I'm speaking negatively about black women, because I'm not. I got black daughters, my mama black, my sister black. My sisters are black. You can encounter some black women who are kind, who are, they might, they probably treat you nice. It depends on their upbringing and shit like that. The difference between dating American black women or being involved with an American black woman and being involved with a woman of another nationality, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Italian, even white, is the way that they're gonna handle you and deal with you. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is 100% the truth. Some chicks, I believe, some other cultures would start to cater to men a little bit more than American women. A lot of American women probably weren't even raised with their father in the house, so they didn't have the pleasure of watching their mom interact with their father, take care of their father, love on their father. That's probably a foreign subject to them. And because of that, the finished product is somebody who's callous, neck snapping, talking too much. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. My brother, right? my brother, my brother had been married twice. I'm probably gonna get in some shit about this, but I don't care. My brother had been married twice. He just was recently married, right? Like 2 years ago. He had been married for the past 2 years or something like that. Boom. He called me to this apartment that he has. And he's very resourceful, so I'm not surprised at him having, apartments, property and shit like that. But I went to his apartment and I stepped in there and I'm like, oh, you live here. like, oh, you live here, right? I said, I said, what happened to your wife? What happened to your wife? He started shaking his head. He was like, man, that bitch talk too much. He was like, man, that bitch talk too much, man. He was like, man, I can't take that shit, man. I can't take that shit. The difference between me and my brother is he actually has the nerve to be married, right? And he know he got the same attitude as me. I got my whole shit from him. You know what I'm saying? It's almost zero tolerance. If you get the neck snapping, if you get to talking back, if you're not listening and shit like that, but motherfucker has to continue to tell you, yo, listen, yo, shut up. Like, if a man shouldn't even have to tell you to shut up. That sounds like you talking to a dog. But some women, there's no other word to use besides, bitch, shut the fuck up. You talk to, like, shut the fuck up. You need to shut the fuck up. Then he was like, man, fuck that. He was like, fuck that. I'm like, why would you? I'm like, why would you get married, man? Like, when he did it, he know he had no business doing it because he didn't even tell nobody. He just did it. He didn't invite nobody to no wedding. Like, I think they got married at the Justice of the Peace and shit like that. He didn't tell nobody. Like, I found out that he was married on social media and shit. And the reason why he didn't tell nobody, he didn't tell me, because I'd have bust out laughing the way I'm laughing right now. I would have started laughing then. And he know that, so he didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? That tickle, y'all. I'm a producer. My tag is yo, what you on, bro? Well, I was wondering if that sounds like, man, get a life. He said, Gully, chill. This nigga moved out, got an apartment and shit. A relationship shouldn't feel like jail. He told me, my brother's a car dealer, so he be moving around. This nigga be going to auctions. You know what I'm saying? He be going to auctions. He be interacting with a lot of different chicks and shit like that. He's a car dealer. Like, he gotta interact with everybody. And I guess that was a problem. He's a known player, but she married a known player. So you can't marry a nigga who he got a background of being a player and then become suspicious of his interactions with other people, right? He a car dealer and shit, and he said that one of the problems was she always wanted to know where he was at and shit, like calling him and shit, like almost like calling and contacting him too much. But you married to her. I think she got that right. I don't know. He said she was doing too much. She was calling him too much and shit like that. And he said he was out of town taking care of some business. Like I said, he a car dealer. And he said, she was like, why you go out of town? Why you didn't tell me you was going out of town? He was like, huh? What? I ain't got to tell you that I was going out of town. You ain't my, what you think you my PO? She fucked around and said, I am your PO. That was the final straw. All you have to do is watch how the woman you are dating, see how she treats her father, or if he's even present. She didn't trust him. She sounds insecure for sure. This nigga's a player, man. Like, I mean, I'm trying to use a sugar coated term. I should just say what it is. My brother's a hoe catcher, man. He is. He is known. You know what I'm saying? Known hoe catcher. And that's what his reputation consists of, but that's what she married. I got the same reputation and shit. So, you know, anybody that I deal with, they mind probably coming to the union corrupted already by my reputation. These girls wild out here. Women be insecure. Our parents was the last generation to get married for 30 years plus. That's not happening no more. Nah, in this day and age, the chick that you're dealing with, she know your replacement already. There was a study done last year that said like 60% of women got a side piece in the tuck. You know what I mean? He's just waiting to put the jersey on. He's just waiting to put the jersey on and get in the game. If anything go wrong, you replaced already and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they be wanting guys to I don't know, put all their eggs in one basket. I feel that that's dangerous, putting all your eggs in one basket. I've seen that go very, very bad for guys who put their everything into a chick. Check this out, right? I got chicks in this world, who got boyfriends, got households that they live with. Some chicks be in relationships with guys for job security and shit. Oh, he take care of everything. I ain't gotta do nothing. That don't stop this bitch from desiring another nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't. I got chicks in my life who have been married, but this was my bitch in high school. That's still my bitch. Like, she still like me and shit. Like, see her all the time. We don't see each other, but when we do see each other, it's on site. It's on site. You know what I'm saying? And she'll explain to you. She'll explain it like, I can't get away right now and shit, but I'll let you know and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how you could wake up in the morning and that text beating came? You be like, damn, I missed her. That text beating came, that's how they move. She beating got to the space where she could get away. But it's unannounced. And she texts you, yo. And you might be asleep and you miss the text, but when you wake up and you see that text, you like, damn. You know what that text is about. You know what that text is about. That's what it's like dealing with women today. And they probably got another guy that they could text. He said, super facts. Yeah, I used to have a chick who never responds to my message unless she wants it. Then one day she told me she got a man in California, but she loved me. I done been in that situation with certain chicks most of my life. Most of my life. I might not hear from them until my birthday, because they know when my birthday is and shit. Just text me out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? I got a bouquet of roses for my birthday. I came home from the gym and they was on the porch. She had them delivered and shit. A bouquet of roses. Ain't nobody ever in life gave me no roses. Female sent me a bouquet of roses. I never understood that. Most women nowadays have a rose. Man, that rose don't get the job done. I done been in the bed with them bitches with the rose. You come in, that's how the text and the calls and texts might stem from the rose and shit. Like, they be in the bed with that rose, busting their gun all crazy and shit, but that rose ain't gonna hold you. That rose ain't gonna cuddle with you when you done and shit like that. And that rose ain't no pipe. It's just a fucking battery optic vibrator and shit. That just get it started. I done been in the bed. I come in the room, the bitch got the rose in her hand. Oh, you've been already boogieing before I got here. You've been already getting down before I got here. As soon as I walked through the door, she throw the rose on the floor and shit. Women want real men. I agree. I feel you. I had a homegirl I wanted to tuck. She always texted me when I was good. Always the wrong time. Yeah, they want it on their time. But the topic of this video is men are no longer shooting a pitch. This is how you know it's bad. They got studs crossing back over. This video is all over YouTube and TikTok. Studs saying, man, I can't do it. I'm about to one more strike. I'm going back to dick. They got studs saying, one more strike. I'm going back to dick, man. Be driving them studs crazy and shit. A stud ain't equipped to go through that shit. They think they can jump in a man. Shoot. I seen the funniest video about a stud, man. This is funny as a motherfucker. Check this out. Listen to this shit here. A chick got pregnant and was dealing with a stud. The stud said, "You ain't fucking with that nigga no more. This is my child," and signed for the baby. The stud signed for the baby like it belongs to her. The chick and the stud broke up, right? When it was time to get on child support, the motherfucking child support order went to the stud and not the biological father. The stud was distraught and pissed the fuck off. It was like, oh my God, I will never do no shit like that. Ladies, do never sign for another. You said you wanted to be a man, bitch. You wanted to wear them shoes. You wanted to wear them shoes until that child support got on your motherfucking ass. She said, they hit my check $150 every payment plan. Every payment period, they hit my check for $150 for a baby that ain't even mine. You said it was yours. You signed up for it to be yours. Hold that. Hold that. Hold that. Them bull daggers have had enough. What about dudes that wife up baby mamas when their dude have no kid of his own? Everybody was fucking with a chick that already got kids and shit. Everybody done been in that position. Everybody done been in that position. Word. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Good morning, everybody. It's almost 600 of y'all here. Men are no longer shooting their pitches. The pitches falling upon deaf ears. They say the clubs be empty and shit. Ain't nobody going to no club, paying all that goddamn money to get in the club. You get in the club, and the whole objective of the club is to buy a bitch a drink. And you got chicks that buying them a drink ain't enough. The fact that it's set up for you to buy a chick a drink, that ain't enough. These bitches be wanting you to buy everybody a drink. Buy my friend a drink. Buy us a drink. That's what they say, buy us a drink. Men like, man, I'm not going to no club for that, to put up with that. I'm not. Bitches be having their own sections. What the fuck is y'all in here roped off for? What the fuck is y'all doing? What the fuck is y'all roped off in here for? You know what? I'm done coming to this motherfucker. I ain't coming to this shit no more. Club's empty. Now, there's been a government shutdown. Let me tell y'all what's going on in Pennsylvania. There's been a government shutdown. And all over the social media circuit, they talking about there's not going to be any SNAP benefits next month, November. Ironically, the month of Thanksgiving, there ain't going to be no SNAP benefits dished out in Pennsylvania next month. It's an uproar right now. It's a lot of panic going on right now. You know who panicking? You know who panicking? Smart mouth bitches who've been saying, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I'm independent. Bitch, you never been independent. You depend on the government. That's your man. You should be fucking Uncle Sam. That's who made you feel that a black man was obsolete. Section 8, where they tell you that you got to put your man out. They give you food stamps. Okay, you got the refrigerator covered. I don't need no man. Them government services ain't popping next month. Joe Mule, what's up? Appreciate your super chat. Club promoters ruin the experience. Next month, ain't gonna be no government assistance. And everybody's panicking. Everybody's panicking. When I seen that, I smiled. Not because I was happy that there wasn't going to be any SNAP benefits, but because the price got to go back down to $40 now. Hey, yo, yo, yo. The price just dropped back down to 40. Yo, hey, yo, $40 days are back. Yo, gotta be careful, man. Bitches running around here snapping your neck. Talk about, I don't need no man. Get out my inbox. Don't talk to me. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? We laughing, whether you know it or not, we laughing. You know why? Because I'm a black man. I'm amongst the body of men who Section 8 forced out of the house. They made a separation. They made you. They said, if you want our food stamps, go put your man on child support. This is another ploy they did to separate the black family. Take our food stamps and put your man out. Not only that, we're going to send you a subpoena that says, you versus your man, Commonwealth, Pennsylvania versus Jamil Lindsay, or, you know, what have you. The subpoena that we're going to send out is going to look just like a criminal subpoena. We're going to treat him like a criminal. We're going to handle this like it's a criminal matter, even though it's a civil suit. Right? And y'all went with it. Y'all went with it. Y'all betrayed us for some food stamps. Y'all betrayed us for Section 8. The government is shut down, and next month it's going to be hectic. And the price just dropped. Price on a brick just dropped. It helps to have a nice attitude. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. If you ever wondered why guys, men, some guys that you look and you keep catching them with this specific broad, you heard about him dealing with this specific broad, right? And you see her, and she don't got the lashes. She don't got the lashes. She don't got the wig and the frontal and shit like that. She don't got none of that. She just really, really modest. And she ain't got the BBL. She ain't got no big ass booty or nothing like that. And you trying to figure, what is this bitch doing? Why is my man interested in her? Or what the fuck is going on? That chick that I'm speaking about, that's his piece. That's his piece. She fucking him to death. She don't talk smack. She don't be talking slick. She don't be neck popping. She feeding that nigga. She feeding that nigga unannounced. Do you know what it's like when you get a text out of the blue and somebody say, yo, come get this plate? This bitch trying to win. This bitch here trying to win the race. Just come out of the blue. Come get this plate. You take the motherfucking aluminum foil off the plate. You say, God damn. Sex on a platter. God damn. Food ready, daddy. And you trying to figure out what the fuck is the problem. Stop neck snapping, bitch. Stop running your fucking mouth. Get in the kitchen. Get in the kitchen and get your dribble right. That come get this plate call be the best feeling for real. I got a pan of smothered chicken and rice yesterday. I did enough. It's almost 900 people in here. Y'all like when I talk this real life shit. I appreciate y'all. I walked home from the tire shop and it's raining. It's now raining. But I wanted to have this discussion. I did. I wanted to have this discussion. This needed to be put in perspective. It's man, woman, and child. The man is the foundation of the family, like the sun is the foundation of the solar system. And kicking that mathematics to you. You need to know this. The black man is God, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, God of the universe. Y'all got to start paying homage to God, or you won't be blessed. That's all I have for now, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at @gullytv_. Like, share, and comment. Play this shit back. This needs to be heard and shit, man. Y'all need to adjust y'all attitudes. And no, we not shooting no pitches. Gully TV, the dribble stands for fitness, finance, and fashion. I've been preaching that shit. I've been preaching that shit to y'all for years. Why? Because I done had encounters with them bad bitches with bad attitudes. And they try to make your life bad. I'm a survivor of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I became a dribble. Through perfection. Peace.